Hello, can anybody hear me? I was trying to use my phone, but it's showing me that there's a disconnect. If you can give me a thumbs up to let me know whether you can actually hear me. Connectivity issues before, so let's see. Just give me a thumbs up if you can. If you can hear me, let me know where you're in the comment box where you're. I'm going to try and record this on my computer as opposed to my phone, which was working better before. So anyway, it's Miriam Mills here from Breathe Flow Balance, and today is week 2 of our 6-week self-improvement series, and today we're going to be talking about self-esteem. So what is self-esteem? Self-esteem is really an individual's own subjective assessment of their self-worth, how much you like yourself really is what self-esteem is, your value that you give to yourself, your self-belief. And so our self-esteem can really, work for us, or it can work against us in many ways. In life, and what we don't take on in life can be related and determined by our self-esteem. Let me go there. So when we have low self-esteem, it can actually affect our relationships. It can affect us climbing up the career ladder. It can bring on anxiety and depression. So it's really, really important for us to work on our own self-esteem. And it's all very nice when we have other people to boost our self-esteem and to give us compliments, and that's all very well and good, but we can't really rely on other people to improve our self-esteem. And so therefore we have to find ways to make ourselves feel good. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, how we can actually work on improving our self-esteem. So one of the first things I'd say is stop criticizing ourselves. They say that 87% of the thoughts we think on a daily basis are negative thoughts. So it's very, very important that we stop criticizing ourselves and calling ourselves names. Often we are our own worst critic. And if you sometimes think about the things that you say to yourself, if somebody else was to say those words and thoughts and messages to you, you would never want to be our own self-talk and not use destructive words to yourself. I'm a loser, I'm no good, I'm not good enough, I can't do that, I could never do that, I'd fail at that. Those kind of destructive words are very damaging to our own self-esteem. And it goes without saying that, our self-esteem can go up and down, and it can vary throughout our life, depending on circumstances. Sometimes if we go through a bad patch and we have, relationship issues or financial issues or a job loss or an illness, it can affect our self-esteem. But it's also important to know that, we are not our job, we are not our wealth. Those things are important, but they're not who we intrinsically are. So another idea is to remember, what were the things that you wanted to be told by your parents when you were growing up? Well, oh, you're so pretty, or you're really good at that, or you're funny, or you're interesting, or I'm proud of you. Those are the words that we all wanted to hear when we were growing up. And we may have heard those, and we may not have heard those from parents or from teachers or important adults in our life. So great if you did hear those things and it boosts your self-esteem, but we also have to work on ourselves. And it's important to realize we cannot wait until we got the right job, or we're in the right relationship, or we are the right weight, or we are this and we are that, and we've got the right money in the bank to feel good about ourselves. We have to work on our self-esteem every day, and we do that by talking to ourselves, reminding ourselves every day about things that have gone well, things that you've done well in the day. Perhaps you've helped somebody, perhaps you've just been kind to somebody. So remind yourself every day to be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, and to praise yourself. It's the number one way really to boost your self-esteem, is to praise yourself. And that doesn't mean being big-headed. It just means loving yourself. It just means being kind to yourself and loving yourself. So, babies are a great example. They don't say, oh gosh, don't look at me, and I'm not lovable because I've got fat chubby legs, or look, I've spilt the milk all over myself, don't look at me, and hide away. Babies are a wonderful example of loving themselves, and they just think that they're wonderful, and they are wonderful. And as we grow up, we think, oh my gosh, I'm not lovable, or I'm not good enough because I haven't got this and I haven't got that, and I can't do this and I can't do that, and haven't achieved this, and blah blah blah. So sometimes that affects our self-esteem, and really we have to be so careful, as I said, with the words we use to ourselves. So stop comparing ourselves to other people. The only people that you need to compare yourself to is yourself. Are you a better version of yourself than you were yesterday? So that's the only people that you need to compare yourself to. Stop criticizing yourself and using destructive words. Use praising words, use loving words, use kind words. So a challenge for you is to write out today 10 things that you're good at, 10 qualities that you admire in yourself. Perhaps you are a kind person, you're trustworthy, you're loving, you're a loyal person. Write out 10 things that you admire, 10 qualities that you have. If you've got more than 10, fantastic. Keep the list going. And this is not about, as I said, being big-headed. This is just about how to boost your self-esteem. Because when your self-esteem is boosted, you tend to take on more things in life. And of course, we start that virtuous cycle of successes. We do more because we feel better about ourselves, more confident in ourselves. So we take on different challenges. And so that kind of spirals in the positive nature of things. So what can hold us back is often fear. And that could be fear of failure. It could be fear of rejection. It could be fear of success even. Believe it or not, some people are afraid of success. What successful? How will that change the dynamics in my family? So fear of success is often something that holds people back as well. But it sounds strange, but it's true. So another tip is to surround yourself by people that will build you up, that will build your self-esteem, that will, lift you up, lift your spirits up and be good for you, that are positive people to be around and be surrounded by. That's an important aspect of how we can help ourselves boost our self-esteem. As I said, being kind to yourself, telling ourselves how we have been today. Was I kind? Was I honest? Was I trustworthy? Was I helpful to somebody? Reminding ourselves that we're good people is important, and to praise ourselves every single day. Every single day. Boosting your self-esteem so you can become a better version of yourself. So another good thing is to say, I love and accept you as you are. Let's say, not waiting until you've lost weight, not waiting until you've got the job or the right money in the bank account or the right car or the right house. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. And this is amazing, the amount of people that actually have difficulty with saying that. So I'd like to leave you with a thought for today to help boost your self-esteem. Remember, you are enough. That's another good thing to say. I am enough. I am worthy. I am whole. I am complete. I am loving. I am enough exactly as I am. So a thought for today is this nice quote. It said, inside of you is a smart, powerful, dynamic, capable, self-confident, alive, alert, and fabulous woman or man, depends on who's listening to this. Let her or him come out to play. The world is waiting for you. So believe in yourself. Remember, you have the power to do whatever you have to do to overcome whatever circumstances. You have that power, have that self-belief, boost your self-esteem, know that you're confident, know that you're capable, know that you're powerful and you are worthy. Excuse me. So if you'd like to know more on the subject, contact me at www.breatheflowbalance.com, and I would be delighted and honored to work with you in helping you boost self-esteem, boost self-confidence, because without that confidence and self-esteem, we really are not doing ourselves justice, and we're not allowing ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves. So again, it's breathe, flow, balance. I will teach you some specific techniques that are really, really powerful to help boost your self-esteem. Love to hear from you. Hope you've enjoyed today's talk, and I'll see you next Tuesday at 1 o'clock Central Time for the next, it'll be week 3 in our series. Thanks for joining in. Take care.